That's right. I am here literally right next to the players who are starting to warm up as the game gets underway. So you can see Kevin Durant right there. He's got his headphones on. 42 minutes till game time. The best player in the world are going to take the court. This is a record-setting matchup in an interesting way because if you look at Major League Baseball, National Football League, the NBA, and also the NHL, this is the first time ever that the same teams have matched up 4 years in a row. That's an interesting matchup because last year the Warriors won, the previous year the Cavs won, and the Warriors won the year before that. This year, another grudge match. But the Warriors are heavy favorites, about 12-point favorites. Many are saying that this could be the most lopsided finals in history. I don't think that's going to be that way because of LeBron James. Also, Kevin Love, a key player for the Cavs, had a concussion. He is playing today. He has been cleared. We saw him warming up here a few minutes ago. As I mentioned, LeBron James may be the key to this. The Warriors' key defender, Andre Iguodala, is not here. So LeBron James, who's made 8 consecutive finals in a row, the spotlight will be on him as to whether he can win another championship. He's already won 3 championships. And I'd like to mention that he has publicly stated that he spends $1.5 million on his body each year. Cryotherapy, hyperbaric chambers. Is it working? Well, he's been to 8 straight finals. In those playoffs, he's never missed a game. And in 15 years in his career, he has never missed more time than 2 weeks for an injury. That's pretty impressive. He's 33 years old, also going to be a free agent next year, so he's going to be extremely motivated. Now, this is a matchup 4th time in a row, so I talked to the NBA's Deputy Commissioner, Mark Tatum. I asked him whether this matchup, being the same team year after year, is going to affect business. Here's what he had to say.
Well, this is an unprecedented night, right? For the first time in North American professional sports, the same 2 teams will be paired up in the championship game 4 years in a row. And what I think is so wonderful about this is that the best players in the world will be playing tonight, and the most popular players in the world will be playing. Steph Curry ranks #1 in terms of global jersey sales. LeBron James ranks #2, and Kevin Durant ranks #3. And these are some of the greatest players to ever play the game. And so the fans love seeing these players continue to compete for the thing that they all want. The players all want is to win a championship. Well, China is a huge market for us, and it continues to be a big part of our overall growth of the NBA business. 300 million people play the game of basketball in China, and we have partnerships with CCTV, we have partnerships with Tencent, where our game is more available to more consumers and more fans in China and around the world than ever before.
And tell me about that streaming deal. $800 million, is that correct? Tell me, what does it allow?
That's what it was reported at. What it allows is the streaming of hundreds of games a year to Chinese fans. So every game in the NBA is made available to the fans in China.
Streaming is considered new technology. We've got other technology and ways to watch the game. What is the NBA doing with technology for fans?
I think technology is such a great way for fans to engage with the NBA on a global basis and to really get closer to the game. An example is virtual reality. We're shooting tonight's game in virtual reality. We started 2 years ago with a virtual reality game of the week, and it puts fans who may not normally be able to get to a game courtside, gives them a courtside experience even if you're on the other side of the world. The other thing that we're doing is augmented reality, and so we have an augmented reality app where you can actually shoot baskets in an augmented reality hoop anywhere in the world. And tonight and throughout the finals, we'll have special portals where you can go behind the scenes and get access to augmented reality content.
I heard that the NBA is actually opening up some kind of school in China very soon. Tell me about that, and what in the world is an NBA school?
Yes, so basketball development for us is a huge priority around the world, and particularly in China. This year we opened up 3 basketball academies, NBA academies in China, for some of the elite talent in China. And then what we have are these things called NBA basketball schools, and that's for kind of an after-school tuition-based program for kids who want to get access to NBA-style coaches and NBA-style development. And so we go in, we train the coaches and the trainers in the NBA style and the NBA way of basketball, and then those coaches in turn teach the kids that same style of basketball.
final question, developing talent in the NBA. I know that the commissioner, Adam Silver, recently said that there was a little bit of frustration that we have not been able to develop where China, the most players in the world, play basketball to get to the NBA. I know there's Dochi of the Houston Rockets,
yes,
but he hasn't played too much. Being in Asia and traveling to China, any prospects in the pipeline that we might see in the future to play in the NBA?
Oh, there's no doubt. With 300 million people playing the game of basketball in China, there's no doubt that there are several more NBA players that will come out of China. We're seeing that now in these basketball academies, in these basketball schools. The talent is there, and what we're trying to do with these academies is put those kids in positions and situations where they're going to continue to be able to develop, to grow their basketball skills, to one day be playing right here in the NBA.